right, everybody. Maticuri's video on the sound links for Syrinscape is much better than anything I could have produced. So we're just going to run his, and that's how we'll do it. I might turn the sound up for you.
So this is a quick video to go over the new features that I have been developing into the Syrinscape extension and module. So let's start off first by making sure we have Syrinscape running. I've got it running here, and I've got Fantasy Grounds. You install it in the same place as usual. Delete any of the old mods, obviously, in the old extension, so that you only have the Syrinscape Sounds extension. And there's only a single mod now rather than two separate mods. The single module contains both the links for the fantasy and sci-fi players as well as the links for the new Syrinscape online player. So we only need one module now. So we'll go ahead and make sure Syrinscape Sounds is enabled, and we'll go ahead and click Start. Give my table a minute to load up. All right, so first off, you'll notice that the little sound button is gone. That's no longer needed. So instead, we're going to go to the library, and we are going to look for and turn on the new Syrinscape Sounds data record or banner over here on the right. You can see the module is loaded, and I do have a reference manual with lots of instructions and pictures and whatnot to go through. As before, we do need to register your auth code. Now, one of the new features that I've added in is that you should only have to do this once. So we'll do it right now. We'll go ahead and copy the token. And on this new green button, the Syrinscape Sounds button, I can click it. And it takes a second to open because there's 22,000 plus entries. You can see there's 232 pages. And then there's a new register authentication token button right here. And we're just going to paste it in here and store it, and then we're done. Now that's stored once on your computer, and you don't have to do it again unless your authentication code changes. If it changes for whatever reason, then you could go ahead and just do that exact same process again. If you wanted to refresh it or it got out accidentally, you can go ahead and just restore it. Otherwise, it's already set for all the campaigns that you're going to run from that particular PC. Now, in this new window, we have the new sound data records. This is one entry for every sound that Syrinscape offers. So you can see here, you can search if you want to look for like ogre. You can type in ogre and find lots of different sounds from different sound sets for ogres. You can also have some filters. For example, I want to look at a specific sound set. Let's say I'm looking for cleric spells. I can pick a cleric spells sound set, and I want to see just the moods. There's only a single mood, or something like a one shot. Okay, here's a whole bunch of one shots that I have available from this particular sound set. Now, to play them, I'm going to go ahead and open a sound, and that's got the information about the name of it, the sound set it belongs to. If there's a product or pact associated with it, it'll be there, as well as the type. And then to play it, we just go ahead and click on the play button. And there's also a stop button for every sound. Now, these buttons are available for every sound, but you can also drag and drop them. So if you create a story entry, for example, to create your own personal soundboard. So if I have a little story entry, my own personal soundboard, I can go ahead and just drag and drop those sounds over. Maybe that one and an 8th level sound, and it'll create the links. Now once those are created, I can just click on those to play them as well. So there is one I added in some stop all ones. The easy way to get them is the type. Go to global, and this has the stop all buttons. There's separate ones for the Syrinscape Online, Sci-Fi Player, and Fantasy Player. But you'll notice that the sounds themselves are not separated by player. And the reason for that is the extension automatically switches between them for you. So what I've done is I've added some new options here in the options menu. Scroll down here, and under game we have Syrinscape Auto Load Module. This is if you don't want the extension to automatically load the sounds module for you, then you just set it to no. It defaults to yes so that it auto loads the module, but otherwise you can set it so that it does not auto load the module. And then the other one is option that you have is a Syrinscape player type. So you can choose between Syrinscape Online, which is what I've been using, the newer method, or you can just click it to toggle it to Syrinscape genre, and that's going to use either the fantasy player or the sci-fi player depending on which sound you're clicking. So you can automatically switch back and forth, and once you do that, if you go ahead and click on a sound again like this spell, now that it's set to genre, it's not going to play anything because I don't have my fantasy player open. But if I switch back to the Syrinscape Online, this link will now play. All right, so those are the various new features that I have been working on for this new sound extension. Next steps, I'm going to add a CSV button up here to import any new custom sounds that you may create, and then I'm going to be adding a place to have triggers so that we can automate triggering of these sounds based on various events that occur in the chat. Thanks.
All right, everybody. So there you have it. That is Matakiri's newest incantation. Is incantation a word? Newest version of the one extension and one module fits all now for the sounds. And the price is probably going to go up on this, so get it now. You get grandfathered in at the price you buy it, but as he adds more functionality and more sounds throughout the weeks and months, that price is going to go up. So get it now, and good gaming, everyone.